Happy Monday. It's Jaime Greene, the Solar Queen, and I am coming live to you today to ask you a question. So, my question to you is, are you the kind of homeowner that puts your utility payments on auto pay? Because most people are. And if you do that, you tend to not look at your utility bills to see what's going on with your utility rates. So, this live stream is all about getting you as the homeowner to go and check your utility bill and see if the rates have increased. I know for a fact that rates have indeed increased and they are significant. So I look at a lot of utility bills, and in the last couple of months, they have jumped tremendously. So what that means is your meter is every month the utility company reads it, and if you have a smart meter, that just means that they read the meter on a monthly basis, and then they charge you accordingly. So I have an example of a homeowner who they have sent me their utility bill, and they used 627 kilowatt hours in that billing cycle. And they have been switched over to time of use. So recently, they went from the tiered system, which is a way for the utility company to charge a homeowner or business based on the amount of energy that is used in a given billing cycle. Instead of that, they're going from the tiered system, so tier 1, tier 2, and surcharge. A lot of the utility companies, especially here in California, are moving over to time of use. Time of use is where you get charged for peak hours and non-peak hours. And so peak hours is the highest demand time of day, and it's the most expensive for utility rates. So I'm going to show you a bill here in a second so you can see where they are at now. They used to be where tier 1 rates were 25 cents a kilowatt hour and tier 2 rates were 28 cents a kilowatt hour. And the first 300 kilowatt hours were usually in that tier 1. And that was if you're not using very much power. Tier 2, you go from 300-ish kilowatt hours to about 1,000, and that stays at 28 cents a kilowatt hour. But if you're being switched over to time of use, then your rates have increased from those rates to about 35 cents and 42 cents a kilowatt hour. On average, 35 cents a kilowatt hour. So I encourage you as a homeowner to go and pull out your utility bill and see what you're paying per kilowatt hour. And if you have any questions about them or you want help reading them, you can reach out to me, and I'd be happy to go over that with you so you understand, and then to see if solar is going to save you money. And if you're in California, I can almost guarantee without a doubt that you're going to save money on your energy costs when you go solar. So let me share a screen with you of a current utility bill where it shows the rates that are currently happening within PG&E territory. SDGE, which is San Diego Gas and Electric, my understanding is their rates are way more expensive than PG&E. Southern California Edison is a little bit less than PG&E. But all that to be said, the utility rates in California are astronomically high, and they're only going to go higher, especially in PG&E territory where we've had forest fires. The rates continue to climb. And yeah, so let me share with you guys my screen, and you can see a real life example of a real utility bill and what the rates are. So let me share screen. And here we go. So this is for 627 kilowatt hours. I kind of have I have this homeowner's address blocked out so you can't actually see it. But as you can see right here, peak kilowatt hours, this is for the month of August to I guess, September. But they have used 199 kilowatt hours at the peak rate, which is 42 cents a kilowatt hour. That is equivalent to $83.55. The off peak is 428 kilowatt hours, and they are being charged 35 cents a kilowatt hour. So that's a lot, $161.14. They do get a small little baseline credit and a generation credit, and that's because they are enrolled in a third-party clean energy agency. And for them, it's Marin Clean Energy. And if you're in the Bay Area, you might be enrolled in Sonoma Clean Energy. You might be enrolled in San Jose Clean Energy Authority or East Bay Clean Energy Authority. Regardless of who you might be enrolled with, they are going to, you're going to be charged with a generation charge from this clean energy agency. So for homeowners who are enrolled in this, all that means is you're paying transmission and distribution to PG&E, and then you're paying your generation charges to the clean energy agency, and they just attach it together in a bill so it is easy to understand and read. The utility bills still are not easy to understand and read. So for this particular homeowner, as you can see right here, the electricity usage was 627 kilowatt hours. And so we have $161.14 that they paid for for transmission and distribution. And then I'm going to scroll down so you can see what they're here. Look at this, guys. Off peak, almost 7.5 cents, and then 13.5 cents for peak hours. So they were charged $59.78 for that. And so if we do the math, $114 plus, let's do, I guess, I'm going to round up to $60. Is that right? 161. So let's fix that. $161 plus 59 equals $220 divided by 627 kilowatt hours. That is 35 cents a kilowatt hour that they are paying now, just because the utility company moved them over from the tiered system to time of use. So why is this important to look at? It's because the utility companies are moving everyone over to that no matter what. Like, you can opt in now, and a lot of people have, or they're just going to be switching everyone over at some point in time. And I believe they're going county by county. But why this is important is because I know, after reading lots of utility bills and looking at rates, on average, homeowners were spending about 28 cents a kilowatt hour for their entire, like this homeowner, if they were still on time of use, the tiered system, they would have been paying about 28 cents a kilowatt hour. So that is, let's see, 627 times 28, $175. So this homeowner, the difference is, let's see, 0.35 minus 0.28 times $627. They're spending, with no change in their electricity usage, they're spending $44 more just because they're on time of use. Now, why is this important? This is important because solar energy, when you go solar, no matter what your usage is, what you pay is going to be fixed. It's like not going to ever go up. Unless you keep your tax credit, if you qualify for a tax credit and you don't take your tax credit and apply it to the loan, if you financed your solar system. If you pay cash, well, then you're going to get the best of the best, and you're going to have the lowest locked in rates for the next 25, 35 years that your solar system is operational. And I say 25 years because that's the warranty, but these systems are designed, the panels and everything are going to outlast 25 years. They're probably going to serve you for the next 35, 40 years before you need to consider changing out your panels. But when you go solar, and if you finance it, it's $0 out of your pocket. We just went solar for the second time, and we actually did an 18 months no payments. Like, so, we don't have any payments until 18 months from now, and we'll take the tax credit and we'll just pay down the loan, and then we'll have a fixed payment regardless. And we're also getting more energy than we currently get from the utility company. So we're even getting more bang for our buck for going solar. So if this is something that you are interested in doing, or having the conversation, or you want help looking at your utility bill to see if there is savings in, going solar, I invite you to go to my website at www.jamiegreenthesolarqueen.com, and you can fill out some information, upload your utility bill there. The utility companies, they are making it more and more difficult for homeowners to go solar, surprisingly, or I should say not surprisingly. And there are a couple of things of urgency that I want you to know about. One is the tax credit, the federal tax credit, that's 26%. That is good until next year. And it might seem like the end of next year. It might seem like that's not very far away, but it isn't that far away. And so I really encourage you to consider that going solar before then, just so we get your solar system installed and PTO'd. I'm seeing projects take 4 to 6 months, sometimes 7 months, depending on what all is required. When you add a main panel upgrade to the solar system itself, it can add time to the project, and same with a battery or a re-roof. So these things do kind of go hand in hand and occur when you're going solar. They factor in, and that just adds to the timeline. So I want to give you fair warning about that, which is all the more reason why, if you want to take advantage of the 26% federal tax credit, you should do it. We should start the conversation now. We're at the point in time that if you decided to go solar today and signed today, I can't guarantee that your system would be commissioned by the end of the year, just because we're already halfway through October, which is hard to believe. But we would, at least you would lock in that 26% federal tax credit, and you would lock in your savings. And for California, guys, I'm seeing 40 to 60% savings. It all varies on how much energy you use, what your utility payment is right now, and what you require for your solar installation, like a main panel upgrade, or if you're getting a battery, or if you're getting a re-roof. I have some homeowners where that is the case, and so their savings are more of it's more of a like a bill swap for some of these homeowners. For some of the homeowners, though, it is significant savings when they're just getting solar installed. So go to JamieGreentheSolarQueen.com to go and check it out, upload your utility bill. And if you do, I will contact you, because either one of two things needs to happen. PG&E now requires the homeowner to either call in with me and put in the last 4 digits of your social security number for account purposes, security purposes, or if you're comfortable with just putting that in an email when I send you an email or call you and give it to me, then I can. And that allows me to call and get your usage, so we make sure we size your solar system appropriately. Or if you want, you can send me all 12 of your last 12 months of utility bills, or you can call into PG&E yourself and get your usage and send it to me. So that's where the utility companies are making it more challenging for homeowners to go solar. The other thing is, if you have been checking the news or keeping up to date on things like the NEM, what NEM we're in. Right now, we're in NEM 2.0. NEM means Net Energy Metering Agreement. And right now, it is what that does is it moves homeowners from the tiered system to time of use if you go solar. And the net metering is fairly favorable for the homeowner, which is a 1-to-1 during the peak out, non-peak, and a little bit of an adjustment for the peak hours. The peak hours are the credit isn't quite 1-to-1, between non-peak and peak hours. So that's where it's at. And then your generation charge or your monthly connection fee is $10, about $10 a month right now. If they get NEM 3.0, which is something that the utility companies are pushing hard for with the Public Utility Commissioner here in California, if you go solar if they get that approved and you are under NEM 3.0, the net metering isn't as favorable. I still don't know what it's going to be, but that monthly connection fee, I'm hearing it's going to be between $50 and $75, but that's what it's going to look like for homeowners who go solar. So it's just a little bit more urgency to go solar and lock in the NEM 2.0. I have read articles that they're going to try and make all the NEM 2.0 customers go 3.0, but I think that a lot of homeowners will balk at that and say no. So hopefully the 3.0 gets shot down and NEM 2.0 stays favorable for homeowners that go solar. And this is all so that we all can help our planet be a better, cleaner place to live. And I'm so happy because we got rain last night for the first time in a couple of weeks, but it was not enough. We still need more rain. It's just this drought is not good. So, yeah, that is my update for you, or not update. I'll give you an update on what's going on with our project. But that was what I wanted to come on live and share with you guys about checking your utility bill, especially if you have it on auto pay, and see what your rates are and see, because they're moving people over to time of use without really their, authorization, because that's what their utilities are moving towards. Our update for our solar is I signed the change order last week because a change order was required since we're adding the Tesla Powerwall to our home. And they have to go through and revise the permits and the drawings and everything and submit them to the city um, for I guess revision approval. So we're waiting on that, and as soon as that gets completed, then we'll be looking forward to our tying in our solar and into a new electrical panel, as well as getting our Tesla Powerwall. So that is really cool. The other thing is yeah, we just wait, and our Tesla has been slid out for delivery to mid-December to mid-January. So fingers crossed everything just lines up and gets all completed and PTO'd by the time we get the car, and we start saving on our gasoline prices, because I just drove by and it's like $4.70 a gallon, or $4.65 a gallon, $4.69 a gallon, all the way up to $5.09, $5.07, $5.09 for premium gas. So the cost savings for getting an electric vehicle and solar between, cars, especially if you have really big car payments and gasoline, it might be something that you should consider. So that is it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday. Go to my website. You can also send me an email, jamie@jamiegreenthesolarqueen.com, to start the conversation about solar for your home. And if you need a re-roof, if you need a main service panel upgrade, those things can be included with your solar with certain installers. My installer does all of it, so it's kind of a one-stop shop, and the lender, there's enough room there for most re-roofs and MPUs and everything to be included with your solar. So that's it, guys. Have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll keep you posted on our solar project. All right, guys, have a great, great day. Bye.